I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts?
You thought? You just...
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.
What's going on, guys? It's another Tuesday special Special start time for today's episode. I got some stuff to do, so wanted to get in and get out. But I thank you all for being here. It's gonna be another impactful show. Now I feel like it's not much news. We got the same old PlayStation. Hey, they trying to be like Xbox. But I think what's cool is I did a poll, and we're gonna see. Do you guys think the new Call of Duty can actually, sorry, not the new Call of Duty, but the new Battlefield can actually overtake Call of Duty in popularity? Because it's been looking that a lot of people have a lot of interest in the Battlefield 6 beta. So I actually got to play it a little bit the other day, and it's kind of cool. And but we'll get into it. I got some non-gaming stuff that we'll get into it as well. So if you guys are new to the channel, I am the Cowboy King of Entertainment. I'm the Cowboy King of Content. So if you look at the channel, there's a bunch of different type of content on the channel, and you can find me. I just uploaded a new one for the channel members. Me replacing the wheels on my my lawnmower. So one of them broke, and I replaced them all. And I got into a snag trying to put bigger wheels on there that don't belong. But anyway, you know me, I go in great detail to show it all. So make sure you guys check that out. I do gaming, vlogging, podcasts, movie reviews, product reviews, and more. I've been vlogging my life since 2011. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, even my honeymoon in Mexico, swimming with sharks. It's all on this channel and more. So make sure you check out the playlist. If you found some type of content you like on this channel, just go to the playlist and watch that same similar type of content. But today we're going to get into some gaming and non-gaming as well. So I hope you grab a chair. I'm going to grab a chair and we're going to get to the show. So I meant to send my thing out, just letting people know I started early. My bad. So let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. Actually, how about we make sure I'm live? Remember I had that issue last week where I wasn't live? Okay. There we go. And sounds like my microphone is fine this week. Oh, you know what? It's on Logitech Stream Cam. I don't want it on that. All right. Let's change to this. Okay, let's see what it sounds like. Let's see. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, and it should be on this microphone. Let me pull it over a little bit. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. I don't think that sounds good. All right, so let me just put this out. Okay. Special start time, which is now. So jump into today's episode. All right, I can turn this down. Today's episode as we discuss and Battlefield. I'll put overtake Call of Duty. Duty and drones. Oh my goodness! All right, my phone, man, it never wants to cooperate. Can drones be the savior? Shootings and more. And let me add one more. Would you change yourself to your ex and more? All right. I'll put that. That. Let's see. Let me add this. What's going on, guys? Definitely drop a comment. I'm just sitting here. I had to go a little early today, so I'm just sending out my invite. Not the invite, but I'm just putting out a thing to people. Let's do one more. But should be a good show. Short show that is, because got family here and definitely want to go out, get some food and all that good stuff. So try not to extend it too long today. Might be quicker than normal, to be honest. All right. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so let me add the link so you guys can join. I guess to join the show. All right, there we have it. All right, so you guys can join the show. Let me actually turn on my lights. I like to have, cameras on me, or the lights on me, should I say. All right. Let's go, baby. Now I'm ready to go. All right, so let me pull up some non-gaming stuff. Let me get into that. Just got a little bit of non-gaming stuff, not much. But I just seen one story that I thought was really interesting. So I definitely wanna play this for you guys. I feel like, and this is why I love technology, man. So I want to definitely play that. All right, so but coming in red hot, none other than my guy. And when he comes in, he doesn't get a regular introduction. He gets his own theme song. Welcome, F the Cat. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, so let's go. F the Cat. What's up, man?
Yo,
What's going on? How you doing today?
doing.
That's what I like to hear, F Cat. I like to hear that you're chilling.
Yeah, it'll be kind of quick. I only have like the mostly major stuff pulled out.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this whole Battlefield Call of Duty thing, because you was kind of like, had some detail, about it and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Let's
you want me to touch on that now, or
No, not yet,
Okay.
not yet. I want to bring up just a couple non-gaming stories. One thing you actually mentioned as a topic, not a topic, but a question about being chained to your ex. So I just kind of want to bring that up real quick. But let's bring in none other than a guy that we know that heart beats blue is none other than TPG.
Really? My heart bleeds blue?
I mean, I feel like it does, right? That PlayStation game.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know, lately. I don't know. Maybe my heart just beats. The PlayStation kind of betrayed me.
Crazy, right?
They betrayed me. They betrayed my trust.
Listen, man, we might just have to call you by your real name, Wallace.
Yeah, we're just that gamer.
All right. So let me bring this up real quick, guys. This was something interesting. I just literally seen this today, a couple minutes ago, and I was like, you know what? I want to bring this up. Imagine if this was a thing, right? So check this out.
Company called Campus Guardian Angel says their high-tech drone system could make your child's school safer by being able to confront an active shooter in just a matter of seconds.
So check that out, right? So they got drones that would be on site, like at the school, and when you press a button, kind of like just like you press the sprinklers, it takes 5 seconds.
Just tase them.
Huh?
Just tase them.
No, well, it takes 5
active shooter,
seconds.
tase them.
No, I don't think they're gonna tase them. I think they're gonna shoot them. But it takes 5 seconds for them to take over these drones, and they go in. They're able to pilot them, and they subdue. Well, the way they worded it, they pretty much gonna take the gun, the gunman down. And they said the thing is, usually school shootings end before the cops even get there. So look at this. They open the door. They're flying in. But yeah, they would literally take control before the cops even get there, and they could go directly to where the school shooter is and take them down. They got you'll see a video. They flying through they could bust through windows. So this might be the answer. They said it's 3 states already that's decided to have some of their schools be a part of it. One of the states is Florida. I was like, oh wow, look at that, DeSantos or whatever his name is. But
I only have one thing to say about this, Cowboy.
Okay. All right.
And that is, I'll be back.
You'll be back? Okay. Well, fair enough.
Yeah, basically, this is Terminator in the making. I mean, this is Skynet.
Hey,
Skynet's going to take over the drones and start shooting us, and
look at it flying.
or the government use drones on us.
Yeah, imagine if they linked it with AI, so then it wasn't
Oh, God.
going to be controlled by a human. Look at that, just bust through the window and don't fall. It catches itself and just start flying. So this is pretty interesting, and they said it's not that expensive either. It's pretty much gonna, cost like $4 per kid, pretty much. But yeah.
Wait, hey, whoever it takes to protect the kids.
Yeah, what didn't they have the drones in the Terminator with one? It was Salvation, I think. The one with Batman in it.
Aurora movie theater.
Yeah, it had the dude from Avatar in it. And like he turned out to be like a half human, half like robot at the end.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Jesus.
Terminator Salvation. Christian Bale and the guy from Avatar.
You mean the one Terminator movie that actually took place in the future?
Was that the very last one?
No. That came after
Salvation
3.
was between
with 4.
Terminator.
It was number 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't remember. But Bree Killer said TPG.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I seen this and I thought it was pretty cool, so I just kind of wanted to bring it up. But anyway, you guys got any thoughts on it in the comments? What's going on, Dodge Man? Yeah, I am early. My son is actually visiting. He surprised me on Saturday, and man, I'm trying to live life. So they're all out in the pool right now. We're gonna go get some dinner. So I figured let me start the show a little early, and then we don't got much news anyway. We can get in, get out, and I could go and join the festival.
Dry. It's dry in these gaming streets.
Yeah, and look, I could have canceled the show, but I figured let's do something. So, anyways,
We had a little bit of a truckload though. A little bit of a truck.
Now, I want to bring this up because I thought it was funny what FCAT brought up. FCAT, it was you, right? That brought up the.
It was Mr. Beast.
But you shared it though. All right, so let's pull this up. Now, TBG, I know you never had a girlfriend, but just imagine
you're funny.
Just imagine if you did. Would you spend 30 days handcuffed to your ex for $250,000?
Yeah, because then I'll just like, hey, you hate me? Congratulations. Guess what? I'll split it with you. So you don't make my live in hell if you don't make my life live in hell for 30 days, you get.
This sounds like a reality TV show, Cowboy, but I mean.
Well, I just thought about it. TPG had a good point. Like, I don't want to split the money. The pot was sweetened when, I was going to get $250, but now if I'm only getting $125, I don't know. But FCAT said this. He was like, FCAT was like, what if your ex still trying to get down with the get down? And you handcuff
if it's the ex that still would give it up to you, like
well, my issue, so
handcuffed to you, that'd be the best 30 days of your life.
Well, so when you brought that up, I was like, well, this is the reason why I wanted to bring this up. And what's up? Let me say what's up. The lion in the building. He said, what's good? He said, damn. He said, Cowboy shit.
Get a little makeup going on,
He said, I heard that. LL. My PC nearly. So I'm nearly done. So here's the thing, right? I'm married, right? So it'd cause some complication in my relationship if I had to be handcuffed to my ex. But my ex is my ex-wife. She was the last girl I dated. I don't count people I was talking to or messing with. But my ex, because the last girl I was kind of messing with, she might be toxic. But my ex-wife is the nicest, sweetest girl. So she would,
right. He didn't really go into detail like which ex, like a good ex or a bad ex, like.
Right. Well, because when you said I asked you which ex, right? But I think if you read it like this, because ex means the last.
Basically,
person.
that would mean good ex or bad ex, and
the last ex-girlfriend the latest ex-girlfriend you have.
Yeah, ex just means the last.
Latest,
right? That's why some people say XX, meaning like the last two girls. You know what I mean? So ex would be the last person you actually dated. They were your actual girlfriend or wife.
I mean, if I gotta go in the little black book, I can pull out some names.
I'm gonna make sure I pick the girl that can at least tolerate my fucking stupid ass. I can be stuck with you for 30 days. You know what? I just don't want to wake up in the morning and she's got a knife over my head. Like, so this is how I'm going.
Lion said he's waiting on my first impressions for Death Stranding 2. Listen, I think my first impressions for Death Stranding 1 was good enough. I don't even know if I want to play part 2. I have no interest at all. Cowboy, what do you think about Ubisoft? Was wondering your thoughts on them. All right, hold on. We're going to get to that. Let me just get to this, and then I'm going to do a topic switch. And another thing, is there any other non-gaming stuff you want to bring up, FCAT or TPG?
No.
Hey, we could talk about the.
Apparently, we're not supposed to worry. Well, we're not supposed to worry about the alien thing till around Halloween. Halloween is when they said that we really should be paying attention to it. So we'll double back to it.
November, it will come from around the sun, and then we'll get an idea of its
Halloween, like he said, October 29th, everybody needs to be watching it.
Hey, guys,
that's what he said. Just in case, just be watching it from October 29th.
Well, actually, I had a question for everyone here and potentially for the chat. Who's been watching the latest episodes of South Park?
Okay. I definitely see you.
They're hilarious. Oh, hell yeah, man. Dude, South Park is my jam. Next to Rick and Morty.
Okay.
Hey, you guys been watching new South Park?
I've never been like a big South Park fan. Like I've seen some episodes. Like I love Mr. Hanky. Like, come closer.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
That was funny as hell. He was like, one night you asleep, I put myself in your mouth and took a picture. And he died. Oh man, that was hilarious. But yeah.
I think like the first ever rated R thing the first ever rated R thing I ever saw actually was the South Park movie, funny enough.
That's funny. Hello, Philip.
Yeah. But I love this new season because like they are killing it with the president and like how he sounds like Saddam, acts like Saddam. I'm like, now I'm seeing it. I'm like, yeah, he kind of is like Saddam.
Yeah.
What was your thing though? You just pretty much just was watching a bunch of them.
Well, it's only the first 2 episodes. Funny enough, they're taking an extra week now to release the episodes. I'm like, that's weird because normally they make these episodes in a week.
Okay.
I just noticed, like the other day, I can watch the Twisted Metal for free. The season 2.
I want to talk about that, but I don't want to get into spoilers.
Yeah, I didn't.
Cowboy, you will love it. You will love it.
All right, I hope so. Because remember, I was a little bit. I was like, the first one it grew on me, but I didn't like that it was.
From the videos I've seen, I was like, now that's the game I remember.
Exactly. Season 2 is definitely more of what you expect from a Twisted Metal show versus season 1.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm really looking forward to it. I got something, guys. If you didn't see, I think everybody should check out Weapons. So Weapons was actually a really good movie. It was a strange movie, but it was pretty good. So I saw that last week, Thursday or Friday, and dude, I enjoyed it. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed that movie. So they made another movie called Barbarian, and I seen that, and that was so weird and crazy. So but it was good, but it was just, not put together so good. So when I seen Weapons, the trailer didn't show much. Like, it couldn't really grasp what was going on in the trailer, but I instantly was like, oh, I kind of want to see it, because it's like when people say see M. Night Shyamalan movie, where it's kind of weird. So I had a feeling this would be kind of weird, but I really, really enjoyed it. It got a really good payoff. So definitely, if you guys check out my spoiler-free review, if you didn't see it or you're interested. But so that's one thing that's non-gaming.
Well, I don't know if you know about this, Cowboy. This goes into the world of wrestling a little, but did you hear about the whole ESPN WWE deal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
also, UFC got bought out by CBS. They got rights from CBS.
Really?
Yeah, you can watch UFC pay-per-views for free now on CBS.
So I'm trying to understand that, because TKO owns both WWE and they own UFC. So you're saying that now,
like they own rights to streaming it, like to air it.
Oh, okay, I got you. That's different. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, ESPN has rights to air it to WWE.
Okay.
CBS and all that, and like Paramount, they have rights to the UFC in the UFC.
So back to the WWE thing, dude, that's a hard sell. So I didn't like it that much on Peacock, because Peacock, at first, you couldn't rewind that far. So if you watch it late, you had to wait till the whole thing ended, and then like 4 hours later, it was a travesty. So but it was $9.99 a month, right? Now this is gonna be $29.99 a month to watch WWE pay-per-views. Like, I know you get a few other things, but that's a bit much. I won't be doing it.
I'm not going to do it either. Like, I could barely justify Peacock. I mean, besides Twisted Metal and Scrubs, like I got nothing else to watch on it.
Yeah.
All I said about it was, if Disney now owns rights to WWE and Nickelodeon owns rights to UFC, our kids this generation are grow up eating each other up.
No, I still think these kids are still soft.
Yeah, these kids.
Hey, when I was watching that crap growing up, I thought I can do that stuff in the backyard, Cowboy.
And that's what we were doing in the backyard.
You never backyard wrestled back in the day?
Oh God! Yeah, like actually playing there, people
wrestled back
tables.
in the day.
Man,
Oh my God! Like that was harder than ECW. Like, we created ECW before ECW came out.
Yeah, how many of the dumb kids wanted to be freaking Undertaker ripoffs or Raven ripoffs?
Right. Hold on, let me see what the chat is saying. Let me see. It's more action and weapons, sneaking missions, but not a game for you. He made the game to be similar to Metal Gear 5. And then Lion did say he would like to see me. He said, actually, I would like to see your first impressions of Metal Gear 5. LOL. If you have Apple TV, Neighbors and Friends is good. Dark Matter is good too. And Ted Lasso, good on Apple TV. So I had Apple TV earlier in the year. I canceled it after I got a chance to watch. I watched, what is that called again?
The Godzilla live action
show. Yeah, I watched Severance season 2, and then I watched Silo season 2. So whenever they come back around, or whenever, what is that? The Godzilla show?
Monarch, something like that.
Monarch. There you go, Monarch. So when that come back on, I'll get it again. But dude, my all-time favorite show, I just seen the teaser for the new show coming out this holiday season or winter. My favorite, all-time favorite show is Spartacus. And the new Spartacus looks cool as well. So I'll be looking forward to that.
Hey man, we live in an age of revivals and reboots.
Can you hear me?
So we're currently finishing Squid Game season 3. So once we finish that, then we're probably gonna watch Twisted Metal.
There you go. All right.
I'm not sure what we'll watch after that, but
New
Before we
season Key of the Hill. New season Key of
before
the Hill.
we listen to the gaming stuff, I was watching while playing Echoes in the End, and that shit looks horrible.
what is it?
The Echoes of the in the End, like it looked worse than Banishers. Like I was like, holy crap!
What is Echoes in the End?
It was this game that I was looking at, and I was wondering if it was going to be Souls
Okay.
like or whatever. And it's more like, I guess, like Banishers, but I guess you can say Banishers is semi
Okay.
Souls.
Well, let me ask you this: are you guys ready to go to game?
Yeah.
Just decide to take us there.
Yeah, we
yeah.
can do that.
All right, good. Well, so guys, we're done. If you guys got anything else you want to talk about non-gaming, we're kind of moving on. So let's do this topic.
Topic switch.
All right, guys. So we're doing our topic switch. We are going to get into some non-gaming stuff and non-gaming. We're gonna go and get into some gaming stuff now.
Gaming.
So we'll get to. I'm sure we'll get down the road to the whole Call of Duty Battlefield thing. But let's pull up FCAT's stuff and let's see where we're going with this.
So Xbox canceled Contraband, something we already knew was going to happen because they deleted the trailer, but
Right.
now it's official.
Now
Well, there was one person I think said that it was still being worked on that came out after the trailer got deleted.
It's not being worked on. That's game's done.
Oh,
It's
now
over.
we know.
Right now it's done.
It's done,
Yeah.
son.
Dude, it's
But
Microsoft.
I'm pretty
this-
sure I
this
saw
year-
somebody saying that it was still being worked on or after the trailer got deleted.
Dude, I'm gonna say this right now. Microsoft has.
Okay.
Good.
No, I was gonna say, Lion say that my room's doing a lot of echo. I know, man. I bought this house back in December, and the thing is, this house is concrete, and so the wall is like plaster. It's not wood. Like literally, this house isn't going anywhere. We gotta have it like a crazy.
You should put up on the walls the soundproof. Yeah, the pad and the sound pad and.
I might have to. I didn't want to, but I might have to. So, and I don't have much in here, besides I got my home gym, and it's pretty bare bones in here. But anyway, sorry about that. And real quick, let me answer Breed Killer's question. So he asked, what are my thoughts about Ubisoft? I don't know. I think Ubisoft is Ubisoft, right? They make very similar games. My favorite Ubisoft game, I think that's outside the box, is actually For Honor. So I think For Honor is really cool. It's a different type of Ubisoft game. But and actually one of the coolest looking PC games that I've seen recently is a Ubisoft game, which is that Morbid Metal. So because it's Ubisoft, I would like to think it probably will come to console. But not sure if I like it or not, if it's Souls or not. But it looks really cool where you got like 3 different robots, and as you're fighting, your fighting styles is to switch to different robots with their own moves. That looks cool as hell to me. But
for this game, I always saw it was a teaser in the name, and
he's talking about Ubisoft, and you're talking about Contraband. Come on.
I know. I know he's about to bring up a Ubisoft game. But I think I do want to eventually play Assassin's Creed Shadows at some point. But my thoughts of the company, I think Ubisoft, just they do what they do. They make their Assassin's Creed games. They're working on I think a Ghost Recon game. So Ubisoft. I made a video one time a couple years ago when Stadia was out, and I said, what company other than Ubisoft put out 5 AAA games in 1 calendar year? It was wild. They had at the time, I think they had put out Ghost Recon Badlands. They had put out and this was right before that. I didn't even include the racing game that you could fly and skateboard and all that stuff or whatever. But they have put out a bunch of games. I'm trying to think. I'll have to watch my video, but it was pretty cool. But I thought it was pretty compelling because not even EA, unless you count sports games, could think of put out 5 AAA games in 1 year. That was kind of wild. But so I think Ubisoft's all right. I haven't played their games in a while. I'm not big on them. I used to be a big Assassin's Creed fan many years ago, but I think Ubisoft's all right. You guys got any thoughts on Ubisoft as a company? The games they
I think Ubisoft is aggressively mid, and honestly, at this point, I'm honestly shocked that they even have a fan base to begin with. Because, man, they're just always in a bad spot. They never really make a game that compelling, and the most they have ever done is make the same shit over and over. And for some reason, people thought it was Game of the Year worthy. Look at Far Cry, for example.
I'm kind of surprised that they're still going. They're still open.
No, I think
making games, right?
Assassin's Creed is one of the most popular video game franchises. So, you know,
I'm surprised they didn't sell off the IPs, which apparently they were going to.
Yeah, remember they said they wasn't opposed to being acquired. Is what they said. They didn't say they wanted to, but
no, recently they were kind of so off the IPs to like Xbox and all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then 10 cents slapped them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lion said, "Let's make some donations." Go ahead. Let me see. He said, what did he say about FCAT? Lion said,
Just
what the FCAT has a good mic. What is happening? FCAT Ben had a good mic. He should be mumbling sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. So
just don't send donations in Argentinian currency.
I was just gonna say this as far as the contraband thing goes. Man, Microsoft is just the studio right now of, hey, let's lay off employees, let's cancel games, and let's release mid as hell games like Indiana Jones. Man, isn't it great?
Well, I think Microsoft, I think they did a lot to be on a certain trajectory where, like, look, they're going to pad out their stuff, right? They're going to get rid of, they got rid of a lot of studios and a lot of games that was questionable. And I think right now they're just going to be more like streamlined. Like you get what you get. You got these core games in Game Pass. So I think all of what they did might help them. Plus, they saved a lot of money. So let's see if they will put that money back into some really good games, you know, or you know,
all the ones that they canceled. The only one that really hit me the most was probably Perfect Dark, because they showed, you know, essentially what the game would look like and play like.
And we later find out that that was a fucking
it was fake. It was in engine, whatever, scripted stuff. But I mean, that's essentially their vision for the game. So that's
a lot of
it would come close to looking like that, you know, man.
Yeah, a lot of games do.
I mean, it had a hub and everything. I mean,
what's going on, Mr. Urban World? Thanks for stopping by, throwing the thumbs up. I definitely appreciate it.
You actually saw that, baby.
All right, let's move on to something else.
Yeah, this one I found really funny, but apparently Sarah Bond is now a board of directors of Tyson Chicken.
Okay. So I watched the video where you were talking to Rono and you were thinking she would, you know, oh, is she leaving? And he was trying to bring.
Yeah, so people are speculating. They're like, oh, you know, she's setting up another job to get ready to leave, or if Xbox goes to the shithole, you know.
Well, here's the thing, though.
He's setting up something else, yeah.
I think the thing is, Xbox is probably going to be more profitable, though. I don't see. Think about it. They got rid of so many people. They axed so many projects, and Game Pass is still going to be Game Pass, right? Game Pass still gonna bring people in, but they're gonna have less games they're paying for to be in Game Pass, so now they could be able to make more profit. So I think they're probably, I don't see where people should still be saying that Xbox is gonna go downhill, and
So
especially if they
Purple,
start allowing different companies to make their hardware. So
Purple said that she's more than likely to be CEO of Xbox or CEO of something within the next couple of months.
right, I think she said 16 months. She said 16.
I do think, for the record, Phil Spencer's on his way out. He's starting to give off, like, I'm not trying to be like weird or anything, but like,
he lost Buku late. You saw the recent picture of him? Oh my god, did his Zempic work?
So like when executives are on their way out, they always kind of give up this vibe of like they're ready to just cash in and walk away. And I think Phil Spencer is getting ready to, cash it in. Just like
how long? He looked pretty slim. He looked pretty slim at Gamescom.
Yeah, like, just because you look slim.
That man looked like
okay. Looking slim has nothing to do with how happy you are.
Yeah, he's been looking slim. But hey, listen. Usually, when you're happy, you start to gain weight.
No, he was bigger. He was a little bit bigger than he is now. Like, he looked flat as a board.
Cool. We're talking about Phil Spencer's stomach instead of talking about games. Typical Xbox behavior.
I'm just saying that I don't know if that's healthy or unhealthy. Yeah, you want to move on from this? Next
I mean, what else are we gonna say? She's gonna be, walking around with Kentucky Fried Chicken boxes. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna get we're gonna get honey breast fenders free with Game Pass.
Yeah, now every time you buy an Xbox, you get a lifetime supply of Tyson chicken.
Right. They don't bring back KFC console to cook it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's get into PlayStation because I know we all want to talk about PlayStation.
No,
PS4 support coming to an end soon. All those people who ain't Switch.
Yeah, so many PS4s out there though. That's crazy.
Well, it's not like they're gonna stop working. It's just like they're not actively supporting it.
Right, correct. So thank you, TPG. So that's what you gotta, put out.
Yeah, they're gonna stop making games for it. That's what I mean. Then, right.
And here's the thing, though. Just because Sony stopped making games, they only making one game a year anyway, doesn't mean other companies won't make games. So that's what people got to realize. If you look at the PlayStation VR, Sony stopped supporting that, but games are still coming. So.
Well, people did blame the PS4 for holding back the gen, so I guess this gen they'll blame the Switch too.
Well, I don't think so.
or the raw hour.
Switch 2 got to update. They got to step up their third-party support game. So.
Right.
Hey, it was inevitable. I'm actually kind of still surprised that PS3's still going, even like the storefront. Like, I'm surprised that's still up and running, even though they just had to put it back up.
You know why? Because there's countries that still utilize some of that stuff. So when we usually think America-centric, right? And we kind of forget, like, there's some countries that, like Jamaica, they don't, like, my uncle, when I talked to my uncle, and he lives in Jamaica, and he was like, a PS5? It's like, what? I'm like, oh, damn. You guys don't got PS5s? So...
Oh, that's like a rich man hobby right there.
For real.
Yeah, that's surprising. PS4 support's going to end because, how old is the PS4 again?
We ready up next?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, God. Is it the back?
All right.
Stuff I hate.
Okay.
Oh!
So this
they changed the game off the Steam like overnight because of the lawsuit.
Hey,
that was a completely new game.
You want to still put your game out, so.
Well, I love how there's people out there defending. I'm like, oh, this isn't a rip-off, but it's like, dude, if it wasn't a ripoff, why they have to change all this stuff all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Because they know it
was
makes them look
similar.
guilty. It was too similar, and then the fact that this game was in development before they even got Sony's blessing, before they even asked for it.
What's the name of the other game?
What's the name of the game? Light of something.
Yeah, Light of Mortarum, Mortarum, Light of Mortarum.
Here, let's pull up some comparison for this thing. See what you guys think.
Oh god. It actually looks worse than Horizon.
Damn, it does look similar though. Like I remember when we watched when they first showed the trailer of this, we all thought it was like a DLC for Horizon. Yo, and I just realized that side was Horizon and that side was more. I just all of a sudden thought that's funny as hell. All that time I was like, oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one, thinking the wrong one was Horizon. Yeah, I mean, it looks so much like.
It looks oddly similar.
Yeah, like that. The way the robot looked with the gears on it and all that.
But then you get into this stuff where it's like base building and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know if you could call it a ripoff, but it was definitely heavily inspired.
Well, I think the thing is they went to Sony and asked Sony if they would allow them to make like a.
Yeah, see, like if that bit of information didn't come out, then I would have been probably okay with it. But it's like, oh, so you guys wanted their blessing, didn't get it. So you're like, well, shit, the game's still being worked on, so.
Yeah, but you're going to make it.
Gonna make it anyway. And then Sony's going to sue them, and then guess what? Your precious.
So, what do you guys think of this, though? Did anybody have any interest in even playing this game?
Fuck no.
Or like the way it looked before they changed it.
Why would I want to play a game that's going to get delisted a month after release?
Well, no. They changed a lot of stuff. So
they changed the whole look of the game. Like it looks like a completely new game. But yeah, let's move on because we need to talk about some earnings calls.
Let's go.
Sony earnings calls. So apparently Bungie. Bungie's getting taken over. Apparently.
Yeah, we kind of saw that.
Yeah, well,
it's starting.
You want to fucking know Sony, and you see Bungie shit the bed as bad as they have been doing. Guess what? It was inevitable. And come on, Marathon, really, Bungie, you get pin your hopes on a game that people are already calling dead on arrival.
Yeah, but you got to let the game come out first, though, man. You know what I mean? Like, you just never know.
Yeah, well, we knew Concord was doomed to fail, and what happened to it, Cowboy?
Yeah, but we didn't know that. Like, unless you got your
crystal
ball is working.
Dude, every critic, every person was screaming at Sony, "Do not release this; it will fail."
No, I think you know what the problem is, though. It's because we're in the day and age of the cancel culture, right? So the thing is, people just band together and be like, I'm not going to play it. You ain't going to play it. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. You ain't going to play it. And so then so certain stuff will get it. If some person will give it a chance, they might like it, right? So what we look at is a big scope. We say like, well, 80% of people don't like it. It's done, right? But there might be like another 50% of people that just didn't try it at all, right? And so it's like, they're listening to that 80, so they're never going to give it a try. And maybe 50% of them might like it, right? So then that 20% could have been 30%, you know what I'm saying? So it just feel like it kind of sucks that people, it's that whole thing with, like Anthem and Destiny. Oh, Anthem's the Destiny killer. And it's like, so now you look at Anthem, it got to be amazing. It got to be better than Destiny. And so, it's just a culture in. I feel like a lot of stuff don't get a chance because it's our culture.
They should have kept Concord alive a little bit longer than what they did. Maybe at least a year to give it more of a shot, I guess.
I agree with that to a point, but it's like at the same time the player count was so low. Like it wasn't like registering at times. Like it's just like
It was low on PC.
it was
On
low on
console,
PC, which it's
we don't know the number.
dude. You have to
Well,
remember
so
console.
if Sony pulled the plug,
Consoles.
the console was probably low too.
Right.
Yeah, that's how
No, it
low
was
it
all
was.
about the Steam numbers. It was all about the Steam numbers. That's essentially what killed Concord was Steam
Because
charts.
FCAT,
Killed
I hate to
Concord.
tell you this, PC players play more multiplayer games than console players.
Yeah, I would agree
It's just
with that.
Yeah, because it's free.
Remind
Because
me,
it's free.
FCAT, how well did Battlefield 6 just do recently?
We're gonna
Yeah.
get into that.
No,
And
we're
those
gonna
were
get
the-
to that.
Those were
We're
the
gonna
those were
get
the
to that.
PC numbers.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's almost like there's no other shooter out there to play right now.
well, let me pull up a game. So we're gonna switch gears real quick before you put up what's going on CMG. So I played a demo the other day. That Purple Haze mentioned to me, and well, she mentioned on her show, and dude, I actually had a good time. Now it's funny because this does have resemblance of Marathon, but just the look, like the colors and lights and stuff, but this was actually a lot of fun. So Metal Eden, you're this character and you got like a bunch of different type of guns. The guns have different firing modes, and you're pretty much like a I guess you're like a cyber.
Yeah, you can shoot, and you suck out their core, and you
Right.
can use that core to either power you up to do the melee thing, or you can throw it at them.
And they have a bunch of like
Yeah.
horde modes. You'll get to a section where you have to kill so many enemies to move forward.
Right.
Graphics is pretty good. Gameplay was pretty good. I love how the futuristic vibe of it. It was definitely cool. I'll definitely play that when it comes out.
It gives me a lot of 90s boomer shooter vibe. 90s boomer shooter.
I don't know what a boomer shooter is, but
Basically, old school Doom, like old school Doom. There.
Oh.
And it was cool. You could like upgrade the weapons and stuff. Thought it was a cool game, so I just wanted to give it a shot.
3D boomer shooter. But yeah, look at them colors like you were talking about. But yeah, so Sony says the Marathon's still coming. Probably March of next year, but maybe not be canceled. They kind of threw that out there.
I think what they probably realize is not every game has to be like the top selling game. You can have a smaller game, and you look how Helldivers 2 did, right? When that was like a smaller game. So it's a shame because I'm a AAA whore. I love the big budget games, but if they're gonna make one game a year, I guess it'd be cool if they put out some smaller games. So not saying Marathon's gonna be a smaller game because it looked like they put a lot into it, but maybe they just need to know the projection of it. Is it gonna be that big?
I don't know. Like kind of like what Mona was saying, you can't put lipstick on a pig. And I mean, people already know that the game's horrible, and you can't sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna take out all the stolen art and all this, and it's gonna be a better game." Like, no, you can't. You can't win back.
I think that, but the thing is, some people have a vision for their game, right? So you're a game developer, right? You do put a thing out, see who like it, who don't like it. But extraction shooters aren't that popular anyway. So I feel like, you were putting this out.
They were never popular to begin with.
Well,
I seriously can't think of a serious extraction shooter that was famous. That
we haven't seen footage of the new beta that they're doing. We haven't seen that because it's closed.
Yeah, because I feel like
they can't change that much in the
Well,
short
no.
time they have.
What he's saying is they're gonna at least strip off all the stolen art unless they purchase it, and then
Well,
yeah, I
I
agree with
fucking
you.
hope so, or they get sued into oblivion.
I agree with you too, though. They can't change it. I mean, unless they totally make it a different game, but I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be Extraction because that's the vision they had. But listen, not everybody like every game. So the thing is, you two might hate a game that I love. You know, at the end of the day, just because the majority of people think this game is terrible, like they got games like, because you mentioned what's a popular Extraction game. Well, you got what was the game that I said my most underrated game?
Arc Raiders.
No, not Arc Raiders. No, Arc Raiders.
No.
Some people did like Arc Raiders. I didn't think it was that great.
Yeah, everybody's waiting for Arc Raiders.
What's the game they changed it? They added to the title. Oh my god. Well, I can't think of it. It's like more of a Western theme, but it's kind of like horror / Extraction.
Oh, Hunt Showdown.
Yeah, Hunt Showdown. So that has a crazy following, but it's like a small following. But it's just
okay. But the problem with that, Cowboy, is they're in the AAA gaming industry, and I hate to tell you this, man. If you ain't first, you're dead last. And these games cost so much money to make.
That's definitely not true. So it's about making revenue, right? So just think of the games that's not first. That's not dead last. That's crazy analogy to say if you're not first.
But everyone needs to shoot. Yeah.
This is not in the gaming industry. Not in the gaming industry. If that was the case, there would be no such thing as indie. There'd be no such thing as AA games. Every game would be a AAA game. You got to think of what you're literally saying.
Yeah, sorry. I got fucking heat over here, so it's fucking me up.
At this point, if Marathon releases, they only did it to get the last payment from Sony, and that way they all go tweet and walk.
You guess what? Okay, you know what, Sony? You need to listen to me. Listen to TPG for a second. Go find a developer who can make a multiplayer team-based game. Okay? And then give them the Last of Us factions and let them finish that fucking game and put that out. Because I will take that or Spider-Man the Greater Web over the fucking stupid first-person team-based extraction shooters. Please, for the love of God, give us something else besides what everyone else is doing. That's my piece.
No, TPG, when they take over Bungie, make them make factions since they shut it down.
No, because Bungie's the reason why there is no fucking factions right now. So fuck Bungie.
If they think they can do it better, let them do it.
All jokes aside, TPG got a good point. Factions popularity or Spider-Man Into the Great Web, you already know that's a popular thing. You already know people want that. People didn't want Concord and people didn't want Marathon. But what TPG listed are two things that people would want. It probably would make more sense if you direct attention on these two things that got canceled and people went crazy when they got canceled, right? Versus
free publicity.
So
supposedly the factions was getting pretty fucking close to actually finally seeing it. I mean, freaking Christ, you had Neil Druckmann go to the Game Awards, or I think it was Summer Game Fest actually, where he said, "Oh, we hope next year to reveal more." If they're getting ready to reveal that much information about a multiplayer game, that tells me they were safe in saying, "Hey, this might come out this year."
I think they said they had like 16 stages made.
They had a bunch of shit too. Like the fucking the menu got leaked, and I was like, I'm already more intrigued by the menu of factions than anything the fucking Marathon and freaking Concord have put out.
So the thing surrounding Bungie, Marathon, and all this, and Destiny, all I hear people saying is they should make Destiny 3. They should make Destiny 3. Like Sony should take over and make Destiny 3. I'm pretty sure wasn't Sony the one that canceled Destiny 3, and that's why Luke Smith and Martin Holmesworthy left.
Right, CMG. A lot of games are coming.
Then they said Sony was committed to doubling down on Destiny 2, meaning this expansion. So I think Sony wants Destiny 2 to become the next Fortnite. There will be no Destiny 3.
Well, hold on.
Oh,
I gotta
I,
ask
I
CMG
guarantee.
something real quick. Hold up. CMG, what you talking about you like in Battlefield 6? That ain't on the Switch too.
Because the game's pretty much at the end of life, and what do? You just turn it into another Fortnite cash cow. You just keep the cash cow milking.
Well, you know what's crazy? I know we're gonna get into it, but that's pretty much what Call of Duty turned into. But anyway, let's move forward. I can't wait to get into that. Let's go to the next
Yeah,
topic.
we can actually no. This is next time is main event to Battlefield versus Call of Duty.
Okay, let's do it. So, I got to play this the other day, and I played it for over an hour. Me and my son was playing it actually, and you know what Battlefield did? And he's a Call of Duty fan too. We're playing Battlefield, and we're like, damn, this is like realistic and explosions and stuff, right? And so we're playing it, and we're like, you know what this does? This makes Call of Duty like, all right, let me back a little bit. I remember playing X Defiant, right? I played X Defiant. I was like, all right, it's kind of cool. It feels good, the controls and everything. And then I threw in Call of Duty, right? And I was like, damn, the way the guns feel, it feels way more realistic. But Call of Duty, because Warzone was trying to chase the tail and the heels of Fortnite. So they got a little arcadey. And when you play this, like I instantly was Battlefield, I was trying to do the run long slides. And I'm like, oh, wait, you can't run and slide because real life, you're not doing that, right? And I'm like, oh, man, Battlefield feel like so realistic. I mean, it's super like chaotic and like, man, it makes Call of Duty feel kiddie-ish. It's kind of crazy to say that.
Really, the Call of Duty, the studio now that has Beavis and Butthead and Seth Rogen, Cheech and Chong, Jane Silent Bob, Homelander. That's the game that's starting to feel a little kiddie now.
Well, that's the thing though, right? So they they got like a kill when I was playing with Murder not too long ago. They got like kill moves, like when somebody's down, you could pick them up with John Cena and slam them. And I was like, what the hell am I? This Call of Duty? Like, and they always had zombies for a while, but this, dude, when I played this, I was like, damn, this gave me vibes of back in the day. Like, now mind you, I'm not a big military shooter. I like, I like superpowers and stuff like that anyway. So I'm not saying this is my game, but when you play Call of Duty and play this, it does make me feel like, oh wow. I used to say, if you want a real shooter, go to Call of Duty. But when I played this, I was like, no, this is a real shooter.
Mm-hmm.
So
it certainly looks a hell lot better than Beavis and Butthead.
I did put a poll up too. So let me go to my channel. And I'm curious, where's my poll at? So I said, do you think Battlefield 6 will be more popular than the current state of Call of Duty? 67% says yes, 33% said no. So that's out of 9 votes. So yeah, I don't know, man.
That's actually kind of hard demand for Battlefield to deliver. But I think what it's going to do, it's going to create like this kind of the notion of like Battlefield is a good alternative to what Call of Duty's going through. So it's not so much surpass Call of Duty as just remind them that there's someone else out there. That
would be cool. Now, I think Call of Duty would have to because Battlefield feels so different. Like, it's crazy. I would have never thought this. Because when I play Call of Duty again, I feel like this is like the optimal shooter. This is like realistic. And I played this, I'm like, God damn, this made Call of Duty feel like Fortnite. It's kind of crazy. So I feel like in order for Call of Duty to say, okay, we want to compete with Battlefield, they kind of like got to change up a lot. Like I said, they got the super long slides. It does feel arcadey-ish. If you play this and play Call of Duty, you will feel like, oh man, it does feel Call of Duty is the more arcadey, shooter. And maybe they don't care, right? But for people who want that hard-hitting, realistic shooter, Battlefield, I think, is coming. Let me go to chat real quick.
Did you go down the line? I'm there.
Go. He said, okay, you've seen my videos. I mentioned plenty of times. Legion Go and the Switch 2 is all I need in gaming. You saying that now, CMG? Then something else some new handheld gonna come out, and you're gonna be like, this is all I need. Jenna Hayes in the building. What's going
Right.
on?
But so the thing with
Okay.
Battlefield 6 beta being so popular right now is, like I said earlier, like the guys who like shooter games, we have nothing else new to play.
Okay.
And this is the only new thing we have to play, and it's free, so like.
I mean,
But
you are
it's going
saying
to be
that, but
interesting.
that
It's
doesn't
going to
mean
be interesting.
but
It will be
listen, hold on.
interesting.
You're
Look,
saying
it will
that,
be
but that
interesting when they
doesn't.
both come out at the same time. When
No,
they
no.
launch.
Listen. You're saying that, but what you're making it like
No,
that
no,
means
no.
people doesn't really
No,
like the game.
because people are making it out to be like Call of Duty is in the worst state it's ever been. It's always been like this. Like, if you played since the freaking Black Ops Cold War, that's when they started doing the celebrity cameo stuff.
Right.
You got all these celebrities and stuff running around with guns. I mean, they want to complain about hacking and stupid stuff that's been going on in the game forever.
I think FCAT's a Call of Duty spy.
No, I'm just saying this is the same thing we go through every year with Call of Duty, and watch when the Call of Duty beta drops. Everybody's gonna be hyped, and the numbers are gonna be high on that. Watch, it's the same as Battlefield.
Well, here's the thing, though, right?
I promise you. I promise.
But listen, what I'm saying. You play Call of Duty and you play this, right? So you got to play this beta, I'm sure. It does feel different because it has that more realistic feel, right? To create all the buildings.
It's Battlefield all over. It's just like 2042. It's just like 4, 3, and
hold on. People was not all into 2042. You don't stop it.
No one was really into Battlefield 5.
That didn't get a good reception. So.
And Hardline was my favorite. I mean, Hardline and Battlefield 1. Those were my favorite. Battlefield. You remember Hardline with the gangsters and the cops?
No one remembers Hardline because no one wants to remember. We're trying to repress our memories, damn it.
But what I'm just saying is, let's say that the people start saying, can Call of Duty compete with this style of game, right? Meaning more realistic, right? Then, whatever the next Call of Duty is supposed to be, the question is it like going to be similar to what they did last year, or is it more realistic? Going to be similar to this? Because if it's already more similar to last year, then this might have a leg up if you want a more realistic shooter.
The thing is, Mike Ybarra, he was like, "Oh, if Battlefield does well, that'll make Call of Duty less devs, less lazy, or something like that." And I'm like, if it does well, then all they gotta do is rip off of them, because I mean, if you play Vanguard, that's a rip off of Battlefield 5. WWC, that was a rip off of Battlefield 1. Like,
hey, don't forget the time where they ripped off Destiny.
Titanfall, they ripped off Titanfall, Destiny. Like, come on.
But I think Call of Duty is so big that they could take little things from different games and add it just to spice up their game a little bit, and they could kind of get away with it. Because they don't take the whole game. I mean, when they did have the one Advanced Warfare or whatever, or Infinite Warfare or whatever, they did kind of had like the Titan specials and all that. I was like, yo, it's like Destiny.
Yeah, when it was all futuristic, didn't it?
So wait, the Hell is Us demo is out?
Yeah, you can download it on PlayStation.
I didn't know that. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that.
There's also another demo called Dead Zone Rogue or something like that. Apparently, it's pretty good on PC.
All right, I'm gonna check out Hell is Us right now. I did try the Shinobi. Yo, the Shinobi was dope.
The
I'm
telling you.
Shinobi tribe.
So here's how fun the Shinobi was. The Shinobi was so much fun. I end up sending back Purple Haze 2024 Game of the Year, Prince of Persia, this whatever crown, because it was similar to that, like a 2D game, and I was like, after I played the Shinobi demo, I kept playing it. I was like, I tried to play that again. And I was like, damn, I don't even want to play this. I want what they have in that game. Okay, I'm downloading the demo. Thank you very much for mentioning that. I don't have any interest in this game, though, to be honest with you. Once
when
they
it's that
mentioned
Concord
like,
2 beer.
there's no waypoints, and you just walk around randomly, aimlessly. I'm like, don't think I really care about that.
And the only difference in this Battlefield is they added more Call of Duty like movement. So now, like big streamers are doing the fast, quick, quick stupid stuff.
What is your So let me ask you: are any of you guys gonna get? Are any of you guys planning on getting this game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get it because I have every other Battlefield, but I never really was a big into Battlefield other than Hardline and Battlefield 1.
Okay.
Like all the other ones, I wasn't really into. Now, this one's a little more, the movement's a little more uptick,
Yeah.
so.
Shinobi does remind you of a back in the day game. Oh my god, it does. And you know what's crazy? It had me looking into the Ninja Gaiden game that's came out already, but it's not coming out the physical till like September 16th, so I can't get it on GameFly yet, right? But the difference is they made the Ninja Gaiden game, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, they made it look like the older games with sprites, whereas Shinobi made it look like a smooth looking game. So I'm like, man, I gotta play the Ninja Gaiden and see how it feels. But the Shinobi, it was really cool. If you guys get a chance, you should check it out.
I've been more into getting the retro games right now. Just collecting for PS3 and PS2. Nothing really that much really catching my interest in the
What games
modern.
right now?
Yeah, besides Ghost of Yotei. By the way, they actually put out some new gameplay for Ghost of Yotei. It's only like a minute long, but god damn it, look good. Like, yeah. That will probably end up being one of the best games of this year.
Yeah, but like I said, Battlefield versus Call of Duty, that's like Madden versus FIFA. Like, you're going to buy it anyway. Stop.
I don't buy Call. I don't.
Be like, they're going to kill each other. No, you're going to buy both of them.
For the record, I don't buy EA games or Activision games. I don't support them.
Why not?
Because I don't like them. I don't like them as a company, so I don't support them.
Okay, I got that.
Same thing with Ubisoft. Funny enough, Bree Killer, who was in the chat, he's a friend of mine. And he's been trying to get me to play buy Assassin's Creed Shadows because he's really into it. I'm like, dude, I ain't buying it. But then I go over to his place and he wants me to play it. I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, I could kind of see why you like this, but I'm not wasting my money on it.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that up a little bit. But here, let me.
Yeah, I go. You ready for main event? To pull me up for that. No.
Well,
PPG wishes about it.
Hey, I want to say this real quick. To Jenna Hayes in the chat, I'm kind of torn about Lost Souls. I kind of want to see it, come out before I think about buying it.
Well, you could see my my first impression stream. This does look cool. Yeah, I got a game locked, so I'm gonna get it when it first come out.
Good man.
But I just need to know if it's how much of a Souls or roguelike game it is.
From what I've seen about Lost Souls Society, it does actually remind me of a Souls-like game. It kind of actually reminds me of God of War 2018.
Really?
Yeah, and that's what I like watching the the trailers and everything. That's the vibes I pick up.
Right.
Okay, well here, let's put that in there.
Too many ninja games.
One last trailer. Let's look at Lost Souls aside.
Oh, did you guys see the Helldivers 2 teaser?
You know what?
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
I never clicked on it.
We're gonna get to that. I guess we'll get to it, but yeah.
Oh, it's more like Devil May Cry. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm on board.
Yeah, it does.
No, I heard it was Souls-like. They said Souls-like. I distinctly heard. I saw something that says it's Souls-like. This game, Souls aside, it's Souls-like. Not Devil May Cry. Well, kind of like both. I guess.
Is the 29th. This looks so much like Devil May Cry.
It does.
Or pretty much Final Fantasy 16.
Final Fantasy 16 with actually good gameplay. And at 20 uninterrupted minutes of cutscenes of a story that makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Final Fantasy 16 is a RPG. So that the problem is it had action adventure gameplay.
Oh,
but
that game was much.
RPG.
That game was much as an RPG as Kingdom Hearts was a tactical based turn based game.
I'm confused. You're saying on one hand it was too long with cutscenes, which is more of an RPG style. But now you're saying it's not an RPG? I don't know.
Yeah, because it's not an RPG like the way people think.
No,
It was more like the best way for me to describe Final Fantasy 16. It was more like a Kingdom Hearts game with, I guess you would say, special abilities. But like, yeah, I'm just not into that gameplay. Now this I'm into just because A, it looks actually fun, and B, I actually like the different types of weapons, so you can mix them up. Obviously, the enemies look like they are going to ask you to use different weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Like the scythe, that's pretty cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that. So, yeah, you know what? Maybe this.
The first glance, if you showed me this, I would instantly thought this was like a DLC for Final Fantasy 16, and then next I would be like, oh, it reminds me of Devil May Cry. But anyways, so let's go to main event. All right, FCAT, we ready?
Are you ready for this? We need to play Chucky in the console war video.
Oh damn! It's gonna be like that. All right. Well, guys.
It's gonna be like that, huh?
So, I think I'm a winner. TPG might not think so, but TPG is a winner. FCAT's a winner. Guys, I hope you're a winner as well. So winners don't get upset and don't get triggered. So don't take it from me. Take it from Chuck.
And you know what winners say? Fuck the losers who can't take a joke. Man the fuck up.
All right, guys, so we're going to finish out this show with a little bit of controversy, but I feel like recently when FCAT said that, he always had something that wasn't controversial at all. But either way, let's do it. So bring it back, FCAT and TPG, and here we go. Let's do it.
Yeah. So apparently Sony no longer hardware centric.
But he did.
Yeah. Yeah, they did say that, and
But
you know, so funny. I think people
Let me finish. Let me tell you this, because I also heard this is about focusing more on TVs and less. I mean, focusing less on TVs and more on was it cameras or something like that.
Okay.
Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah. So I actually listened to the I listened to bits of the meeting, and the way he was talking about it, he was talking about Sony as a whole. He was talking about like how they're traditionally, a hardware company. They sell, freaking cameras, televisions, Walkmans, all that shit, and they're shifting away from strict, focused on that to kind of the entertainment side of things, because they're starting to see entertainment, there's a lot of freaking money in it. In fact, there's more money in it than there is hardware to a degree. So that's why you're seeing them leverage certain IPs. That's why you see them making deals with certain companies like Korokata and stuff like that, because they want to be in the entertainment business, not so much the hardware business now.
Okay.
And for some reason, people interpret that as Sony's for one. I heard someone say like, "Oh, they're giving up on consoles." I'm like, they're not giving up on consoles. It's just not a primary focus.
So the reason why they got this answer was because the question involved Bandai Namco.
Yeah. Well, essentially, from what I understand with Bandai Namco and their relationship with them is they are going to kind of look to Bandai Namco to like use kind of like these obscure franchises and, kind of use them as a way to port it to like Nintendo, for example. So like your Patapons, your there's the other one they did a while ago.
Now on Twitter they're sharing a certain video with the Toki and
so
the other guy, and they're basically saying, "Oh yeah, we want to put our games on other devices." Pretty much saying that, and they
said about the one where they're saying
single player tentpole titles or when and if situation kind of thing, and it sounds just like the 4 Games podcast.
I mean, it's possible. Well, let me do this. Let me bring in somebody who's still around, but we'll be going to Gamescom next week in the UK. Hopefully his plane makes it and doesn't crash. None other than the maker of Chaos. What's going on, Maker?
Nothing much. Just chilling.
When are you leaving?
I fly out Friday.
Wow. Okay, cool stuff. What's your thoughts on the new, some of the new stuff Sony is saying? Even though I feel like they kind of said this recently, but
yeah. I mean, to me, I think this was a signal when Helldivers came to Xbox. I mean, old Sony that would have never happened, and
right.
And so, to me, that does signify they are continuing to shift to more and more. I mean, as they said before in the post, that they're looking for better profitability, and that's one way that they can do it is expand it to more platforms.
I still don't think they're gonna put their their AAA bangers day and date. Maybe some years from now, because I'll never say never, but I don't see a reason for them to do it right now when they was outselling the competition, and so it's no point for them to do that because I think as a company they still want to pull you in their ecosystem, and so the only way to do that is to offer these games.
But here's the question, Cowboy. So what is the PlayStation ecosystem now? Is it the console or is it being a fan of their IPs?
I think it's still a console first, because let's say you're a fan of Helldivers, right? Okay, fine. Play Helldivers on Xbox, but you're not a fan of Sony games because you can't get the other Sony games on the Xbox. So it's kind of like if you say like, are you a fan of the games?
But Helldivers is a PlayStation IP. So your logic doesn't hold up there.
So what I'm saying is, if you say, are you right? Say it that way. You kind of got to be a fan of the console first, because if you're a fan of the games as big as you say you are, they're going to come to the console first. So if you're really a big fan, you're going to want to play the game day and date when it come out. So the console still, for me, is first. Because even if you say, well, play it on PC. Well, yeah, you can play a game on PC that's, 6 months, a year later, but then you're really not a fan of that game if you claim to be a fan of that game because you would have played it first.
Very heavily disagree with that, but
But explain it. Explain it.
Well, if you're a fan of an IP, then you're a fan of the IP. That Sony is not PlayStation is not about the console space anymore. It's about the IPs, the fanfare, getting you into their IPs, and then kind of following, where the IP goes. So, for example, let's say you are a fan of The Last of Us. You got in through the Last of Us TV show. Now, let's say you have you want to play the Last of Us game. So you could either buy it on PC, you could buy it on PlayStation. In theory, at some point, you could buy it on an Xbox. Just depending on what machine you have in your house.
Let me poke some holes in your argument here. So are you saying you're a new fan?
I'm just saying you're a fan in general. Like you're just someone who just got into The Last of Us.
Let me ask you a question. If you're a fan of The Last of Us, we'll stick to what you're saying, right? If you were a fan, you would have probably bought it on PlayStation already. Now, if you still want to buy it on PC or Xbox, that's fine, but Sony already got you in their ecosystem first. Now, let's say, okay, you're a new fan, all right? You're a new fan. You watched the show, and you was like, now I want to play the game. Oh, it's on PC. I got a PC. I don't have a PlayStation. Fine, I'll just play it on PC. Fine, I'm with you. And then let's say part 3 comes out on the PlayStation first. If you're a fan, you're not waiting for it to come out on PC. You're going to buy a PlayStation. Yes or yes?
I mean, I don't think you can't say that for everyone because maybe some people just financially can't do it.
Right, but then you're not a fan, right? So if you're a fan, like if you're making it like, man, I'm a big fan, like I'm following this IP, whether it's
I don't know, man. This just sounds like some gatekeeping thing. Some gatekeeping.
No, that's what exclusives are. Exclusives means gatekeeping. Like that's literally what
why? Why though? Why gatekeep? Why if you want your player, for example, if you want to, like 40, let's say 20 million copies of a game sold, why lock it down to one platform?
Because
why? You hurt the potential sales you can make.
Is what I've always said. Sony and even Nintendo, right? It's called brand supremacy. You make your brand stronger by having something other people don't. That's why they do it. Now, your whole name is that PlayStation gamer. You might want to change your name. Because that's the strategy that you fell in love with PlayStation for.
I'm a fan of PlayStation as a console. I'm a fan of PlayStation as a brand, not at the console itself. The console is just a means to an end.
No. But you're saying that now, like after less than a year. That's your new thought. Before that, you only knew of PlayStation get their games day and date first. I mean, they still do, right? That hasn't changed yet. So we have, you until you see God of War on PC day and date, until you see The Last of Us, until you know what I mean? We haven't seen that happen yet. So what you're saying, in theory, may be the future, but it's not now. And the reason why they gatekeep is because they want you to purchase so many of their consoles. So what happened to Xbox is, I feel one of the bad things happened to Xbox was 2 things: Game Pass and xCloud and PC. So 3 things, right? Because those 3 things made you, one, you didn't need to buy a console because you could play it on other avenues. And you wasn't heavily invested in a game because you didn't pay full price. So their ecosystem got diluted. So for them, it made sense to just say, okay, the hell with it. Let's just be on everything. But PlayStation is the complete opposite, and Nintendo. Hopefully that makes some sense. But Obi Rose Kenobi's in the building, and I just want to say this. Welcome to the Chosen Zone! What's up, Obi? Thanks for popping in. Obi said he was laughing. He said, and then he said, ha, then you're, and then not. I'm not sure where that's going. Fan. Ha, ha, ha. I get it. What up, all in the chat? Looking to get cooked and Tekken while we listening to Cowboy cook. Oh man, 2 people cooking. Yes, we are. Let me see. Mr. Fragments in the building. What's up? What's up? And I always said, what up, Cowboy? I hope all is well. Just being silly, but at one who trying to get cooked. Listen, you don't want me to get on that game, man. Let's see. OMG, we still crying exclusives. And I can't say that after my build, Cowboy. I might wait. You might. Chosen Zone. He said, Obi Kenobi, how you doing? So, but anyway, listen.
So here's the crazy thing, Cowboy.
Okay.
They just teased in the Helldivers trailer that the ODST is coming. The Halo ODST guys are coming.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that is.
So they're gonna do a Halo crossover on a PlayStation game.
Oh, that
I mean,
would
Fortnite just did a
Xbox
season with
crossover.
friggin' Halo and the Battle Pass.
Yeah, yep. The Spartan. Yeah, let's check it out.
So they spoke to the Fortnite thing, and they were like, "Oh, we're cool with it." That's what they said.
What you're talking about?
Yeah, the news trailer. Yeah. So at the end they show the ODST.
What's the ODST?
You never played Halo 3 ODST?
No.
With Firefight?
Can't say that I did.
Damn.
Yeah, what is it?
It came in between 3 and 4. Nobody here heard of ODST.
As a Halo fan, yes, I've played ODST.
Jesus.
ODST stands for Orbital Drop Shock Trooper, which is effectively what Helldivers do. They drop in from space.
Okay.
And so that might be why they're doing the crossover with that, because it fits the theme. It's right here at the end. It's right here at the end. It plays the music.
It's at the end, right here.
And it plays the rain, which is like when you first arrive.
And the Umbasa music.
Yeah. It's
the Umbasa music.
A throwback to that.
That's cool. Listen, this is unprecedented. This is a PlayStation trailer.
There's an Xbox.
There's a Halo reference in it, or like a Halo tease.
Wow, man. Wow. Where have we come?
Xbox and a PlayStation game.
We're making growth, though, as a society. If you're being real. But I get that these are companies and they want to make the most money as they can. So, back in the day, you didn't want to play nice, because you want all the money for yourself. But we're kind of getting past that now.
Yeah, we're gonna have Master Chief and God of War next time.
Dude, that would be you can do
Holy crap.
You gotta play Fortnite for that. Anyways, but yeah, I seen Ninja Gaiden looks good, but that Obi, that Shinobi, what the hell is it called? Shinobi.
Yeah, it's Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Yeah, Art of Vengeance. Man, the demo was really cool. Really, really cool. Anyways, so that's that. Man, we just gotta see where things are going. We got a bunch of games coming out. A lot is going on. I think I'm gonna start playing Lies of Peace. It's got an easy mode. I'm gonna check that out soon. I'll have the Elden Ring, whatever the multiplayer thing is called. That's coming
Night
next.
Ring.
What is it called?
Night Ring.
Night Rain. I'll probably play that for 1 hour and then send it back, and then get ready for Lost Souls Aside on the 29th. Let me see. CMG said, I'm here working out, but I have to mention I will not be getting another handheld PC. I had my Legion Go since November 2023, and stop it. You know damn well they're going to come out with something more powerful, and you're going to buy it. That's like literally what you do. That's like you think about it. You got into handhelds, just like we're in the consoles. That'd be like me saying, I'll never buy another PlayStation. You'd be like, what? You're not going to buy the PlayStation 6? I'll be lying,
Yeah.
Bro, nah, Cowboy.
Well, hey, I'm gonna take off, guys. Freaking this heat's getting to me.
Yeah, I actually got to go too. We got to go to dinner and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I got family.
Cutting it short.
Yeah,
Cutting it short.
Zero does look cool.
I was gonna say,
Mhm.
I just saw that Nintendo announced their lineup at Gamescom, and the Metroid
What
Prime
was that?
4 Nintendo.
Nothing.
Oh,
Yeah, they're gonna have Metroid Prime 4 available to play at Gamescom.
that's cool. Never been a fan, but
That's gonna be fun.
you know what? There's a rumor that they might announce the new prototype at Gamescom, bro.
No, I don't know about that. No.
I didn't hear about
That
that.
would be crazy.
I know I'll be there. I'll be in the stands while they do all the announcements. So
Mhm.
Are you gonna get to see Jeff Keighley?
yeah, I'll be able to see him live.
What is the game that you're looking forward to seeing in person the most, or maybe or something?
Well, with Metroid Prime 4 being there, that might be my top. And then there's like Ninja Gaiden 4 is the other one that I'm really excited. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Those I'd say those three are the top three.
I had to put this on for Obi. Phantom Blade Zero. There you go, Obi. New gameplay trailer. See, I do love you, man. Stop it. Stop it.
We're gonna be doing the reaction for Gamescom where we're gonna be like, there's Maker, there's Maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Look, it's Maker.
I'll be in the background. I'll be like Cowboy, look.
And Maker's gonna walk up on the stage like the other kid did.
I was about to say
crazy.
that. That's what I need Maker to do, to walk up and be like, Bill Clinton.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Marathon.
We talked about that earlier, Jenna Hayes, the Sarah Bond Tyson Chicken thing. This does look dope, though. Man, it just took my man head off.
Oh no, I don't like Souls likes.
Yeah, I'll play them all for like, an hour or something just to say I tried it. But like I actually put a lot of time into Black Myth Wukong. It just got way too much grinding. Like it was just a bit much. Like you finding your best farm routes and stuff. It was a bit much.
Yeah, I would hate that.
I like the stealth. I like more stealth that's got melees versus stealth with guns, like Metal Gear. Like I feel like when you could run around and chop somebody up, or you could sneak and snap their neck or stab them in the back, it goes with the flow of the game. But Metal Gear, I feel like it breaks up the game when I got my little pistol and then I walk up and snap somebody's neck and then I run and shoot somebody and
You think we'll get GTA 6 games coming?
Hungry? All right, well, look, guys, my wife is in here and she is hungry, and it's time for us to get ready to go to dinner. So, Maker, thanks for coming on. Sorry that I started early because you would have been like right on time, pretty much. Yeah, my son is here visiting, so we're trying to do as much as we can. So I wanted to start early so we could get out and go to the beach, get something to eat, and blah blah blah.
Makes sense.
Definitely. But look, man, I hope you have a safe trip. I can't wait to talk to you and you tell us so much about what you got to see.
Oh yeah, definitely. Once I get back, I'll give you guys a full scoop.
Oh man, it gotta be cool. We gotta give you your whole little time where you just break it down for us and just it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you what my favorite thing to play was and favorite announcement, maybe something like, or people. Maybe I'll meet people who work on certain games, and stuff like that.
That would be really cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But thanks. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, you have a good dinner.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna go to this place. We've been there once called Sneakers. Food was amazing, so I want my son to check it out. So hopefully it's still as good as last time we went.
All right, that sounds great. You'll have to show it to me when I drop by one day.
Hey, listen, definitely. You know it.
Yeah, one day I'll have to plan something in Florida and drop by.
Hey man, listen, you just like when you came to Philly, I said wherever you come, I'll find you. I'll meet up with you. Even if you don't be close to me, I'll drive out to you.
All right, yeah, sounds good. But yeah, you take care.
All right, take care, Maker.
Yep.
Guys, that is the Maker of Chaos going to Gamescom next week. That's gonna be cool. let me add this to a part of my video. So this is how we're gonna do this. So everybody's out there in the pool having fun. I did my show early. I'm on the show right now, about to end the show. But wow, we're about to go get something to eat. We're going to sneakers, and it's gonna be epic. All right, so that's gonna be in my video of my son visiting. But guys, thanks for coming by as usual. Sorry that I had to do the show a little early and close a little early, but I appreciate all of you guys that came out, and I'll see you in the next one. With that being said, and now your mama knows. Oh man!
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now your mama knows.
Bruce! Unleash the baby god dragon!